Mojang have just released the 1.21.4 update in Minecraft, bringing the Pale Gardens to the game. Now, on the face of it, this seems like a small update, but it's actually fairly big. So the main thing is obviously the Pale Garden biome itself, which is just a variation of the Dark Forest. So when you look at it, you'll be able to see a pale looking biome. Well, someone's turned the saturation down, haven't they? However, no mobs and no animals can spawn naturally. Well, almost. The biome also changed the colour of the sky, and in all fairness, there are some cool little features you don't see elsewhere in the game. The new trees are amazing for us builders. It opens so many new doors. My favourite new item is actually the pale carpet, but you also get the new moss block, and for the first time ever, hanging moss as well. Now, there is an actual item which did get some saturation, the eyeblossom. However, this only shows its colour at night, which is interesting. And yes, it works in a flower pot, but if you do decide for some reason to bring this flower to the nether or the end, it won't open or close. As well, there's no daylight, so this feature cannot work. Whilst we're here, if you could like and subscribe, I'll love you forever. Thank you. Anyway, back to the mobs. The creaking, he's pretty much a walking tree, which will only attack if you're not looking at him. So it's pretty much the opposite to the Enderman. And in hard mode, it does 2.5 hearts of damage and is fairly fast. So just be careful as you cannot attack him. Well, you can get rid of him if you find the creaking heart. This heart will spawn creakings at night and only at night. But if you destroy the heart, you can get rid of them. And if for some reason you want to make a creaking heart, you can. You just need 1 resin block and 2 pale oak logs. Or you can harvest this block with a silk touch item. Sorry, silk touch enchantment. To get a block of resin, which is sort of new, you would need 9 resin clumps, which you can get by destroying the creaking heart without silk touch. Or, if you attack the creaking mob itself, it will spawn clumps, but this has a 5-second cooldown. Now, there is even more to resin. If you smelt resin clumps, you'll get resin bricks, which can make some well-detailed blocks. Other changes include mobs being able to pick up other items, even if they've already picked up an item, but this item itself needs to be better than what the current mob already has. So be careful with your stuff as it will now pick it up. Well, unless you're that noob that goes around with a stone pickaxe. Personally, I think this update is actually very good, and I hope we get lots more smaller filler updates like this in the future in between the big updates, like, you know, the end Mojang.